ECG. I had the privilege of chairing the board in July. Because I'm a businessman, the first question I ask myself is that how can ECG award a contract? And when the contract is awarded, all the person does is deliver at the port, present bill of lading, and request for payment. I said, with the greatest respect, I don't want to use a word. This is Parliament. I was shattered. I said, how? And ECG would have to pay.
Welcome to the Political Rant with me, the voice right here on Ghana and Sem TV. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on the notification so that anytime videos of this nature are uploaded, you'll be notified. We want to speak quickly about the missing containers. And as you know, a story every now and then we are beginning to see broader pictures about the entire thing actually going on. Interestingly, in our parliament, there has been some interactions between both minority and majority. Our parliament, when you say NDC a majority and MPP a minority, and already blame games. A lot of people want to throw the accusing fingers at the other person on the other side, and then vice versa. But you see, in everything we do, and already we will be able to follow this channel. My posted videos have shown say number one person I say we should even blame in this whole brouhaha back and forth. Minister, sector minister, a friend, Dr. John Jinapo. We have to really blame him. And say, who take it up, okay? And I work on confirmation now by saying this and this are the items that were left behind for you by the outgone government. So when if a time comes that we realize, say, oh, the numbers you mentioned, and you're right, you are the person we should blame. But that aside, as a country, we must really sit down to realize, say, most of the issues that we face, even when it comes to corruption, and yet politicians that we should be the first people to be fingered. As I say, in every agency, and I say every state-owned enterprise, there are civil servants.
So I realized that ECG was paying a lot of bills when they have not even had access to the goods. And when you ask them, I asked the procurement manager, director of procurement, a question. I said, why did he say, oh, chairman, this is the practice since. This is the practice. And they will bring you document. I listened to honorable member for Sekendi, lawyer, you from Sekendi, question meeting. And I am adopting his submissions as though they were mine. The time has come. This politics, somebody says MPP, NDC, it's a system problem that I will any day support this minister to embark on reforms. How come containers at the ports, containers that have arrived, the bureaucracy at our ports, they say the containers are missing. Mr. Speaker, it is true that when these containers come, there is some connivance with some customs officials, and they sell these containers, these cables that ECG needs after the supplier has been paid. They sell the container, and then people will sell back to ECG. Are we pretending we don't know? Instead of us to pay attention and kill the rots, then we come here, then MPP, NDC, so now they say, oh, maybe it's happening on the MPP, it's happening on the NDC. No. An honorable minister, I know what you can do. If we can give you support to do it, you must adopt a posture, a non-partisan posture, and tackle the rots. But if we all want to approach it, MPP, NDC, Mr. Speaker, it will remain. NDC will spend 4 years, 16 years, 20 years, the same thing will be there. They will come into opposition, and the same thing would arise again.
There are people, professionals who have been employed, who are being paid. Whether NDC is in power, MPP is in power, they always remain there. Some of these individuals, we must start holding them accountable. because they know, say, politicians are always fingered in at the end when it comes to corruption. They always take it upon themselves to be behind the evil deeds, the things that will hurt our government, hurt our nation. And in the end, they know NDC and MPP will be ready to chew each other. And that has been the argument of Apenyo Markin. Where besides say, why is Apenyo Markin so concerned about this whole ECG brouhaha? Apenyo Markin is a immediate past board chairman of ECG. And already, Apenyo Markin, whilst he was a board chairman, he has been speaking about a lot of things. I believe he said these things actually are worrying and that a critical attention must be paid to urgently. But most of these actually, they fail to, and I say NDC failed to come on board. And now NDC also has come into power. They are facing the same thing. One ECG. People are paying prepaid and all those things. But every now and then, ECG is saying that they are making losses. And Apenyo Markin said, $700 million there. And yeah, grass and cry. And the heads must roll. Civil servants, directors be are more ECG. Officers be are more ECG now. All of them, their heads must roll.
What are we doing to ourselves? Mr. Speaker, I know the minister will come and say, ECG has a huge bill. There is debt. Now who calls them? Us, as a political class. When there are issues, we don't identify the issue and say, this one is a national issue. Let's kill it. We want to play partisan football with it. It comes back to haunt us. How many people pay bills in Ghana? ECG. All the power that we produce. Mr. Speaker, let me hazard a guess. I can say, not on authority, that less than 20% of consumers pay. A lot of factories consume electricity, they don't pay. The prepaid is adjusted all over. At the end of the day, it becomes the debt of the state. These are things that if the minister comes and says, look, I am embarking on serious reforms, I will go all out to back him. Because if the nation fails, it affects all of us. And for MPP, NDC, we shouldn't be too comfortable with this democracy. With this day's social media, the youth, they are so impatient that if we continue to play this game, they will be watching. We may be surprised. Let's be careful. Let us be careful as a political class. The issue at stake is scandalous, is serious, it's not MPP, NDC matter. All these public institutions, and sometimes some of the appointees of the previous government, you see them even saying that they are professionals. They were not MPP. Now they come here and then they are dining with you. You're also happy. When you lose power, they turn around and they do this and that and that. And then they are hitting our heads and we are here shouting. No. The public system, the public service structure, those SOEs, that government invests so much. Every now and then, we have bureaucracies being established by law and the state will give money. Look at the initiative, this gold board initiative. For all you know, government means well. But trust me, if in the enactment, we don't put in place the support systems, people will take the money and say, but I helped the NDC to come to power.
Investigation, it has to go beyond MPP, NDC. So MPP na say, NDC na say ni say winners council say Akufo-Addo and I say John Mahama. Debbie, we must go to the root of the matter at hand. And that root is ECG must undergo a total purging. Because one entity, nsembe bre, and ECG say open meter kura unyebi. Who discuss kura say open meter say unyebi. So what will you do? You have to go and do illegal. We cannot run a company like that. We cannot run a country this way. So let politicians stop playing Jacques Ouetu with this whole issue. Let us get to the bottom of this matter that has come up. Let us get to know the people who are involved. Let us deal with them according to law.
You even go and buy the gold and you cannot even prosecute. I invested in Winneba. I bought taxis for my people. The person is working. He's not paying. You can't prosecute. You can't even, then I have to pay. What is going on in the country? Because politics. We know. We set up initiatives. Where we are helping our people. We give them the loans. Kufuor's Maslock. People didn't pay. Rawlings's intervention program, poverty alleviation. They didn't pay. When Rawlings lost, Atamus lost, and Kufuor came, all the attempt to prosecute those people who didn't pay the loan, they said because they were NDC. When Kufuor also came and they took the loan and they didn't pay, and Atamus was prosecuting, they said, I'm MPP. And it's been going on, and we see saying the national debts. All these social interventions that are going down the drain, it's become consumption, not investment. So as a political class, let's wake up. Let's get more serious. Tackle the issues. $700 million is not cheap money. Go to ECG. Those companies are chasing ECG, and now because the minister is enforcing the cash waterfall, they say they get only 40 million cedis, and the 40 million cedis is not even enough to pay salary. Those officers at ECG, those directors, they are the ones who should hold them to account and stop this political football we play. And then we come and we say it was MPP time. Honorable member who brought the statement up, with the greatest respect to you,
let their assets be frozen. Their assets must be frozen. And the state must recoup all the money. Enough is enough. This has been a political round with me, The Voice, right here on Ghana Sam TV. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on the notification so that anytime videos of this nature are uploaded, you'll be notified. Until then, bye-bye, cheers. See you in the next one.